Well, hello, darlings. Welcome to my table. My name is Toni, and this is the weekly Air, Fire, Water, Earth Tarot forecast for the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th, 2021. So, welcome back to my table. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for being here, and hello to all of you who are brand new here. As I said, my name is Toni. We are going to create a sacred container where we welcome in and we invite our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness to please join us at the table. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space, and we disinvite and we disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And now let us set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in now our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, guardians of the four corners, Mother of the earth, Father of the sky, and sacred ones. We call upon you all. We welcome you here now. We ask you to please be present with us and please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. All right, y'all. What do you think about my costume this week? I decided that I wanted to be a fabulous, rich socialite. So here we are with the furs and the jewels and the head crowns. So what do we think? Tell me what you think if you haven't caught my previous 3 weeks costumes. I've been a demon. I've been a member of a witch student at Hogwarts, and last week I was a unicorn. So be sure to go check out the little link above and you can see all the costumes from the previous 3 weeks, and let me know what you think of me as a socialite. I kind of love this. I think I was born to look this way. What do y'all think? All right. Before we go any further, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Those of you who've already subscribed, thank you so much. You mean the world to me. If you are trying to find me elsewhere on the internet, I can be found on Instagram at Toni Summers Tarot. And if you want to get a private reading with me, check the link out below to my Etsy store. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Air signs, are we ready to get you going? Let's get started with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, what is the messages for the air signs for the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th, 2021? What can the air signs Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini expect for the weekend of October 22nd through the 21st, or through the 24th, 2021? There we go. Beautiful. You've got the water and the earth guardian. Ooh, so many guardians coming up here. Goodness gracious. All right, the water and the earth. Let's start with earth, since this one pops up first. Earth Guardian. Let me get my glasses on so I can look like a very distinguished, rich socialite. All right, Earth Guardian, air sign, stay rooted and grounded. Take the time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. It says that it is important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you are rushing ahead or making a decision based on more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth that you deserve. So take some time to calm down, get grounded before proceeding further, okay? And air signs, that you also got the water guardians, who that's beautiful. You got earth and water mixing with your air, you know, helping you ground, helping you flow. This beautiful water guardian. Connect with your emotions. Take the time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but it is a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. Your angel wants you to know that it's okay to feel the emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if they are joyous or sad, if they are all powerful messengers that allow you to understand what you want and you need. Take the time to breathe and acknowledge them and let them flow through you rather than crashing down on you as an overwhelming wave. Note that there are also intuitive psychic messages arising in you at this time, and unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. So really, this is the weekend to ground yourself down first. Really stay rooted, stay grounded, and not let your feelings overwhelm you and drown you. And then as you ground yourself down, allow your feelings to flow. Okay, not to drown, not to crash, but just to flow. Feel what you got to feel. Acknowledge what you got to feel. And stay grounded. Okay, this weekend, air signs. Look at the Earth Guardian. All right, air signs, let's see what's happening with you in love and romance. Red Hot Love Oracle, here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what is the energy surrounding the air signs for the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th? All right. What can the air signs expect when it comes to love and romance this weekend, please, Spirit? What can, savage and fertility. So be careful the words that we speak. Really watch your words. This is probably very much what being the Earth Guardian is telling you. It's saying, watch your words. You can't take back what you say. So temper your words with a little bit of groundedness. And then you have fertility. So for some of you, this could very much mean you could be getting pregnant this weekend. But for the rest of those of you who are not either trying to get pregnant or are pregnant, this is about being very careful. You could have a lot of words coming out of your mouth that are going to lead to unintended consequences, okay? And so this is saying that, this is the time is kind of ripe. You need to be on guard with your words. Be sure that we're not poking the bear just so we can make the paws come out, so we can make those claws come out so you can find something to slip your noose around, okay? This is not the time to go poking the bear, all right? This is a very fertile time to work with your partner, however, and co-create. Remember, though, watch your words, okay? Stay grounded and go with the flow. Don't allow the energy to crash over you. So let's see what is happening. Let's look at the Modern Witches Tarot and see about what kind of energy you've got. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what is the energy surrounding the air signs the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th, 2021? What is the energy surrounding Aquarius, Gemini, and Leo? Look at y'all showing up so fast. 3 of Cups. This is, literally you and your friends raising a glass, celebrating. This is people that you love, your friends, your family, your support community, really coming together to collaborate, to celebrate, and to work together. So this is a beautiful weekend of being supported by your friends, your family, and your loved ones. This is also kind of the same energy of this fertility, it's co-creating and working together. So just be really aware of your words, and that your words don't destroy something beautiful, something that's really grounded and going with the flow this weekend, okay? Air signs, just be careful of those words. What should you do and don't do? What should air signs do and don't do this weekend? What should they do this weekend? You got the do for the 9 of Wands, and what's the don't do? What's the don't do for the air signs? The Hermit. Do not pull into yourself. Do not pull back and go and decide this is the weekend that you want to be alone. No. Your big don't do is don't be by yourself this weekend. This is the weekend that your life is fertile with possibilities. This is not the time to be alone. Get out there, and you can't, it takes 2 people to get pregnant, right? One person can't get pregnant by themselves. It takes more than one person. So you need teamwork to give birth to your dreams. So work with others, cooperate. Do not, whatever you do, this is definitely not the weekend to try to go at it alone, air signs. But what should you do? Look, the 9 of Wands. This is definitely the perfect weekend to kind of look at your core wounds and ask, is it that the words, we've got the savage here. I get the energy that your core wounds could be getting triggered, and instead of allowing yourself to dive headfirst into that trigger and to go into your automatic preconditioned responses, maybe sit with it, maybe kind of, allow yourself to feel what that trigger is causing you to feel. Allow yourself to get grounded down in the energy, not to explode into it, but to sit, be grounded, and to feel what you got to feel. And maybe instead of speaking those words and attacking and bringing up, attacking as a response to that core wound, maybe this is a really important weekend to ask your higher self, how can I heal? This is you and your higher self and source co-creating, working together to make the life that you want. So your higher self says, why don't you work with me this weekend so that because this is a very big weekend to create the life that you want to create. So let's work on those core wounds this weekend. Okay, air signs, if you enjoy this, be sure to give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Come on back next weekend, because next weekend is Halloween. And until I see y'all again, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, I love you so much, because now it is time for our water signs. Welcome to the table, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. All right, first water signs, we are going to look at the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, what is the energy surrounding the water signs the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th, 2021? What can Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio expect this weekend? Boy, that just jumped right out. Wise one. I've had this deck for many years, and I promise you, I maybe have seen this card twice. This card rarely comes out, so I'm so pleased to see that you get this, water signs. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, grow within your current situation. Knuckle down. Be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and to insight from your elders. It says the wise one represents the wisest aspect of the goddess, the crone. So, the crone is the fiercest, most psychic, and most aware aspect of the goddess, because she has been through many of life's challenges and overcome many setbacks. On this card, the raven in her hands represents the capacity to overcome the darker times and to be reborn again and again. So she helps you to tap into the wisdom to overcome whatever life throws at you. Wisdom being the information stored in your soul rather than the knowledge acquired in this lifetime. Again, wisdom is the information stored in your soul rather than the knowledge acquired in this lifetime. And she is here to help you to learn from the experience of your elders. Okay? When this card appears, you are being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your task and your projects. It can be very easy to get bored or to be overwhelmed, but persevere. You are being reminded of how it feels to be let down and to experience unreliability. And that is not who you were born to be. So keep on working on what you're working on, because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run, water signs. This is not the time to give up. Keep on focusing on your dreams, focusing on grow within your current situation. Don't back down from the challenge. All right, let's look at the Red Hot Love Oracle and see what's happening for my water signs with romance this weekend. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, messages, please, for the water signs for the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th. What can Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces expect when it comes to love and romance? What can Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces expect this weekend, please? Spirit. Old fashioned. I love it, because look what you got. Old fashioned and wise one. There is just a lot of wisdom being shared this weekend. When it comes to love and romance, old fashioned could be that you are having, just a good old fashioned time with someone, holding the doors, falling in love. He pays the bill, opens the doors, stands when you leave the table kind of energy. But also, when we talk about old-fashioned, when we think of an old-fashioned love, we think of a love that's meant to last. And so it really does feel like you are leaning into, awesome. Hold on. There's two things I thought about here. For those of you who are single, it could be that you're really leaning into the wisdom of your soul, and you're attracting to you a long-lasting kind of old-fashioned relationship. Then there's those of you who are already in a relationship, and it says don't give up, grow within your current situation. And so that's what's saying. It's time to maybe breathe a fresh breath of life into this old love, and to bring it back into fashion, to maybe shine up that car, get her looking pretty again, buff her and shine her, make her feel good. You know what I mean? But this is the time to appreciate that relationship that has stood the test of time with you, and give it a little bit of extra love and attention this weekend, water signs, okay? So let's look at the Modern Witches Tarot and see what is going on with you this weekend. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, messages, please, for the water signs for the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th. What can my water signs expect this weekend? What can my water signs expect the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th? Look at you. Look at you, water signs. What's up? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Ace of Pentacles. New opportunities, successful, prosperous, abundance, and wealth. So this is, you know, either a new job being offered, a new position being offered, or even you may be coming up with a new $1 million idea. This really does come back to this wise one. You know, it says, grow within your current situation. So this is one of those things, if you will just kind of focus on standing still and making where you are work to the best of your ability, I think that you're going to be very much rewarded this weekend, water signs. There's something new coming to you that as a result of this wisdom that you are practicing. So let's see what you should do and don't do. What are the do's and don't do's? What should Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio do this weekend? What's the do for the water signs? Justice. And what's the don't do for the water signs for this weekend of October 22nd through the 24th? Five of Cups. Don't be crying over spilled milk, water signs. It's time to let the past go. The past is in the past. Let it stay there. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. It's very funny how you've got this old fashioned and this wise one, this thing. There's definitely this energy of the past. Don't let yourself get stuck in the nostalgia. Just because, you know, you have grown and there's lessons that you've learned, you can look back and learn the lesson, but don't get stuck in the past. Take the lesson from the past and apply it to today. Take that old thing and shine it up and make it work for today. Focus on today. And if you will focus, let go of yesterday, take those lessons, apply them today, you're going to be well rewarded. So don't cry over spilled milk this weekend, okay, water signs? But what you should do is focus on being fair to yourself. Look at Justice showing up. That's Libra energy. This is the energy of sitting in balance and really focusing on your wants and your needs. This is the balance of the ego and the soul. And so this is kind of what we said. This is the wisdom of the soul, not the knowledge that you've gathered in this lifetime. So allow the wisdom of the soul to come forward, to be rewarded, and allow the ego maybe just take a step back, because the ego is the one that likes to hold on to the past. Allow the ego to take a step back and allow your soul's wisdom to step forward. And if you will allow your soul's wisdom to step forward, that ego to step back, it is going to be a hell of a good time for you this weekend, water signs. I mean, what is up? I'm excited for you. There's definitely the energy of the past coming forward, and the choices from your past coming forward to let you see how they played out. I definitely get the energy that you're going to be able to have a very clear 2020 vision, hindsight very clear this weekend. Okay, water signs, if you enjoyed that, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, and come on back next weekend for the Halloween reading. I love you so much, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. All right, but you know whose turn it is now, right? Welcome to the table, fire signs. Welcome to the table, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. We begin this week by looking at the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what is the messages for the fire signs for the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th, 2021? What can Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries expect this weekend? Traveler, look at you showing up, Sagittarius. Anytime I see this card, I always think this is Sagittarius, because it sure does look like her. Where are you at? Went too far. Hang on. TR. Traveler. It says move in a new direction, fire sign. Welcome any opportunities to travel either to the outer world or to your inner worlds. The road that you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You will also be encouraged to see how far you've come and how far you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. It says the opportunity to move in a new direction is coming your way, and ancestral wisdom is encouraging you to welcome it with open arms. Going on a trip is an exciting process, not only because you learn about the world, but you also learn about yourself. This card often comes up when you have a chance to go through the process of awakening and understand even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world. Wow, fire signs. So you are going to be moving in a new direction. There may be even new opportunities to travel, but the opportunities to travel could be on the literal outside world, traveling. It could also be traveling within and taking a journey on your soul and learning and growing, okay? But either way, there is going to be some distance covered this weekend. Let's look at the romance and love and see what's happening. We're going to look at the Red Hot Love Oracle. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what is happening for the fire signs this weekend when it comes to love? October 22nd to the 24th. What can Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries expect when it comes to love this weekend? It's way too many cards. Just one card, please, Spirit. Just one card for my fire signs. Thank you. Well, you got two anyway. Uh-oh. Look what's happening. Ex-lover, reconciliation. So looks like some of you got that ex, maybe even somebody who is a big distance away, maybe even coming to see you or reaching out across the distance. It says traveling many miles. They may be reaching across the distance. They want to reconcile. They want to come back. It could also be you. You could be the one coming into realization that you want to travel to this person and ask them, your ex, for a reconciliation. But whatever this is, there is definitely an ex coming back around for you, one way, shape, or form this weekend, fire signs, whether it's for you or from you. I do want to say we are out of the Mercury retrograde that just ended last weekend. So, if your ex comes back around, or if you're having thoughts about your ex, this is now the time that you can finally freely answer that phone call. All right. So let's look at the Modern Witches Tarot. Let's see what's going on. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, messages, please, for the fire signs. What can the fire signs expect the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th, 2021? All right. What is the energy surrounding? Oh, look. 8 of Cups, walking away, leaving something behind. But more than that, there's two ways you can read this. One, look, they're traveling, okay? And two, they're leaving something behind. There's that X. So to me, it's almost like you are traveling towards your ex-lover for a reconciliation, or they are traveling towards you for reconciliation. But this is pretty big energy here. Some of you may not want to hear this. You're like, excuse me, I'm in a very happy relationship and I have no desire for my ex to come back, and that's perfectly fine. And just because they came back doesn't mean you have to let them in, okay? You could just say, hey, thank you. Taylor Swift has this letter, or the song, she says, yes, I got your letter, and yes, I'm doing better. I don't need your closure though. I've moved on. I don't need your closure. So it could be like that. You may even have to be the one who's like, hey, no, I'm good. So don't let this freak you out, okay? So let's see what we should do and don't do. What are the do's and don't do's for Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo for this weekend? What should the fire signs do this weekend? October 22nd through the 24th. What should the fire signs do this weekend? It's too many. What should the fire signs do, please, Spirit? Thank you. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. And what should the fire signs don't do this weekend? All right, the 4 of Pentacles. Look at these Pentacles coming up. All right, for your do, Knight of Pentacles, do travel, do seek that which is your fortune. Go looking on the inside, on the outside, whatever it is, seek your fortune. Whatever that means to you, even if your fortune is reconciling with that ex-lover. It's time to walk away from whatever isn't working and move in the direction of what you actually want this weekend. Move in the direction of your dreams this weekend. Oh my goodness. Fire signs. And what should you not do? Don't hold back. Don't hold back. This is not the weekend to hold back. Say what you got to say. Go where you got to go. Do not be afraid. Do not let your excuses be the reason that you don't do what you really want to. Do not let your excuses be the reason why you don't get what you really want. And do not let your excuses be the reason why your heart doesn't get to love like it really wants to love. Okay, this weekend, fire signs. I couldn't even love this reading more. Of course, I am a fire sign, so I'm kind of curious. But I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. If you did, be sure to give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. Come on back next week. It's Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Until I see you again. Oh, and you know, next weekend's Halloween, so come on back. And until I see you again, know how much I love you. Y'all stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed, because now, last but never ever least, it is our earth signs. Welcome to the table, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. We are going to begin this week by looking at the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Here we go. Angels, Ancestors, Guardians, and Guides. Messages, please, for the earth signs. What can the earth signs expect the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th, 2021? Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. What can they expect this weekend? Thank you. Sage. I love this card. I actually used to have a friend named Sage, and it's very funny because I have not thought of this guy in probably more than a decade. I knew him well over 20 years ago, and he's just one of those people who kind of came into my life for a little bit, and him and his wife, and then just as soon as they came in, they came out, and I haven't seen him in probably 20 years, and just randomly yesterday, they both popped in my mind, him and his ex-wife, and I had like a 15-minute thought about the two of them. I was wondering how they were and how they were doing, and so how funny that you would pull Sage. All right, earth signs. Be devoted and committed. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best that you can possibly be. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your own growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body, but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important that you take some time to integrate all of it so that you can be supported and guided. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. Oh my goodness. So, you know, this is really about being the best you that you can possibly be, really showing up for yourself this weekend, becoming a great and insightful teacher to your peers. You know, it's saying they're wanting you to acknowledge your life experiences so that you can impart incredible insights to those with whom you've come into contact, okay? It's about being in observation and becoming more aware of who you are and of all your inner workings, because this awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. So really, this is the weekend to really be devoted to yourself, be devoted to your own commitment, to your own growth, to your own dedication to yourself, and to the understanding of yourself as not only a body, but as a soul, right? And to learn how to integrate all this into your life so that you can be guided by it, all right? And also, the big thing is this weekend, earth signs, really take note of those 10 teachers and mentors that you're guided by. Take notes, because these same lessons they are teaching you, you are going to be teaching others soon. Okay, earth signs. So speaking of others, let's look at your love life. Let's see what's going to happen with romance for you this weekend, earth signs, with the red hot love romance oracle cards. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. What is the energy surrounding the earth signs this weekend when it comes to love and romance? Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. What can the earth signs expect the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th, 2021? What can the earth signs expect when it comes to love and romance this weekend? Woo! This card is jumping out. That is, the fire signs have that as well. I mean, ex-lover might be coming back. So take the time to really make sure you know who you are, you know what you want, and is this what you want? Is this in your best and highest interest? It can be, it can't be, it may not be, it may be, but only you and your higher self can truly know. Do not be listening to the people in the outside circle. They do not know your true purpose and calling. Listen to your higher self when it comes to choosing about this ex-lover, okay? All right, let's look at the Modern Witches Tarot, okay? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. What is the energy surrounding the earth signs the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th, 2021? What can Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo expect this weekend? Holy shit, that dropped out quick. Ten of Swords. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Stick a fork in it. It's over. So an ex-lover might be coming back around for another chance. But this is the important message here. Again, Sage, be devoted and be committed. So you can be devoted to yourself and be committed to yourself and your path, okay? And make sure that you are not, by allowing this person to come back in your life, you're not sticking a knife in yourself, that you're not blocking yourself, that you're not limiting yourself, okay? Or the thing is you got to understand, this is the Ten of Swords. The 10 is the end of one cycle, the beginning of another. So it could be that you are finally at the end of this cycle of self-sabotage, and that you're finally moving into a cycle of being committed and devoted to yourself. So maybe now this ex-lover finally can come back in and it can work. Perhaps the reason why it wasn't able to work before is because you have really been in a cycle of self-sabotage, Earth signs. And so now that you have moved into you're out of that cycle 10, you're at the end of that cycle, you're moving into a healthier, wiser, more, divinely imparted you. This ex-lover now has room to come back in. So let's see what you should do and don't do this weekend, Earth signs. What should Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo do this weekend? What's the do for the earth signs for this weekend? What is the do for the earth signs for this weekend? There's Leo and Strength. And what is the don't do? What should Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo not do this weekend? What's the don't? Oh, that's way too many. Way too many. What should Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo not do this weekend? What's the don't for the earth signs the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th? Knight of Swords. All right. You should stand in your own strength and celebrate how far you've come. You know, like I said, it says be devoted and committed. Recognize your own strength. Recognize how far you've come, the lessons you've learned, the challenges you've overcome. Really recognize that, especially if it comes to this ex-lover, that the person that they are coming back to find you is not the shattered person lying on the ground. When this ex-lover returns, the person they remembers is going to be the shattered, broken person on the ground. But what they are going to be surprised to find is just how strong you have grown and how wise you have become and how committed and devoted you are to your own growth and your own healing. And this is going to be a big turn on. What you should not do this weekend is insist on getting your way all the time, okay? This is not, there's two things also. When it comes to your ex-lover, I would not recommend jumping straight into bed with them this weekend, okay? Spend a little time being devoted to yourself, being committed to yourself, and making sure that, if we're going to lay down together, it's not going to put another knife in your back, okay? So maybe don't just rush right into bed with the ex-lover. But the other thing is that when it comes to the Knight of Swords, this is kind of being argumentative, a little bit defensive, kind of needing to argue. And so when this ex-lover comes back around, it's not about being right. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's not about who stuck the knife in your back. It's about you being committed and devoted to your own health and personal growth. And so let go of the need to be right and instead choose to be happy. Hang on, I'm trying to remember the way I said this yesterday. I said this on my Instagram yesterday. I said, would you rather, what did I say? Hang on. It was one of the smartest things I've ever said, and I felt like I should print it up for the whole world, to see. I said, Which feels better, the ego being seen or the soul being understood? Which feels better, the ego being seen or the soul being understood? Okay, so that's the question. Would you rather ego be seen or your soul be understood? This is very important. If this ex-lover comes back around, let your ego be, sit down. Tell your ego to sit down, shut up, and let your soul rise up in these conversations. And really speak your truth. You are a stronger person now. Don't be afraid to express your truth. All right, Earth signs, this was a gorgeous reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all come back next weekend, because next weekend, when I'm not playing the fabulous wealthy socialite, I am a witch, so maybe we'll have a witchy weekend next week. You'll have to come back and find out, Earth signs. Until you do, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, know how much I love you. I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Y'all have a very happy, healthy, safe, and blessed weekend. Bye.